Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we started with the topic named as fabrics to the fiber. That is nothing but how we are going to make the clothing material by using the fiber. Actually, how does the clothing material is made up? If you remember the previous class, we discussed about how the clothing material is made. It is made from the yarns. That is nothing but the threads. Due to the close arrangement of the yarns and thread, we are going to make the clothing material. From where does that clothing material, that nothing but yarn and thread are coming? They are coming from the fibers. Right, they are coming from the fibers. So, what are the different sources of the fibers? If you remember, we have two types of sources, that is nothing but natural sources and the artificial source. Natural source which are naturally available. For example, jute, cotton, right, wool. In the same manner, the artificial source is nothing but which are man-made. And for example, for those things are what? Polyester, nylon, rayon. Right, those are the synthetic fibers, and these are the natural fibers. In the same manner, we started with the topic for discussion that how we are going to get the cotton fibers. From where we are going to get the cotton fiber, how we are going to get the cotton fiber, how we are going to process that cotton fiber into the fabric or into the cotton cloth. Right, we are discussing about those things in the previous class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the last step of that processing of that cotton fiber. Right, in the last class we discussed about the knitting. We discussed about the ginning, not knitting. We discussed about the first step, that is nothing but ginning. Second step, carding. Third step, drawing. Fourth step, spinning. Up to that step, we discussed about all the things about the cotton fiber. That is nothing but separation of the cotton from its seeds. First step, second step, what? We have to clean it and we have to wash it, and we have to pick a cotton fiber separately. It is the second step, washing of those things. Third thing is drawing. We have to draw each cotton fiber by pinching it and taking it out. In the same manner, spinning is nothing but it is the process of what? It is the process of converting the fiber into the yarn. That is nothing but fiber into the thread. For that, we taken the example of Mahatma Gandhiji. Mahatma Gandhiji's Swadeshi movement, that is nothing but Mahatma Gandhiji used to do the Swadeshi movement, that is nothing but the production of the khadi cloth. How is going to produce that khadi cloth? He is going to use the charaka, not charaka. He is going to use the charaka for the purpose of the spinning of the khadi materials. So that is going to produce the yarns and threads by using those fibers, and is going to produce the khadi cloth for the purpose of using for ourselves. For that reason, in 1958, Indian government established a commission, that is nothing but Khadi and Village Industries. That commission is established in 1958. In the same manner, we are going to see the last step, that is nothing but weaving. Now, up to that point, up to this point, what we have done, we have just taken the cotton and we have separated the cotton fiber from the cotton, as well as we have taken out the small fibers out. Lastly, we have spinned it. That is nothing but we have converted the fiber into the yarn. We have converted into fiber into the thread. Now, last step, what is it? It is nothing but we have to convert that fiber. We have to convert that thread into a clothing material. The thread should be converted into cloth. That is nothing but it should be converted into fabric. That last step is nothing but weaving. That last step is nothing but weaving. Weaving is nothing but making cloth of fabric from the yarn. Whatever yarn is coming out now, by using those yarn or by using those threads, we are going to make what? We are going to make the clothing materials. Right? If you see in that threads which is present in your home, those threads are going to be closely arranged. Or set up those threads. Set up those threads are going to be closely arranged so that we can get a clothing material. That is nothing but the final step, that is weaving. About weaving and about knitting, we are going to discuss in detail in the next sections, so that it will be clear, everything clear about those things. Right, up to that point, just remember weaving. Weaving is nothing but making the cloth or fabric from the what? Yarn or thread. Making the clothing material from the yarn or thread. It is the main purpose of the weaving. How it is done? What is the procedure required for the doing the weaving? We are going to discuss in the next section. We are going to discuss about the weaving as well as we are going to discuss about the knitting. How those two things are going to be useful for the making of the clothing or fabric material by using the thread or using the yarn. It is all about the cotton. Right? It is all about the processing of the cotton fiber. Right? There are 5 steps. If you remember, one is ginning, second one is carding, third one is drawing, fourth one is spinning, and fifth one is weaving. Right? It is all about the cotton fiber. Now next, we are going to discuss about the second example of the natural fiber. Second example of the natural fiber. First example of for the natural fiber is cotton. Right? In the same manner, we are going to discuss the third and fourth. That is nothing but silk as well as wool. Silk and wool in the next section, that is in the 7th standard. And in the 8th standard, we are going to discuss about the synthetic fiber. For 6th class only, there are only 2 fibers are there. One is jute fiber, another one is cotton fiber. So that in your syllabus, we have to discuss these 2 things only. Right. Next, we are going to discuss about the jute fiber. Now, in jute fiber, from where does we are going to get the jute fiber? How the jute fiber is processed? What is the steps for the processing of the jute fiber? That we are going to see in this class. So that first, jute. Jute is nothing but jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. Right? Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. In the same way, if you take the cotton, from where does we are going to get the cotton? We are going to get the cotton from the cotton balls. That is nothing but the fruit part of that cotton plant. Right? We are going to get the cotton balls from the cotton plant. Right? It is the fruit part. In the same manner, we are going to get the jute fiber from the stem of the jute plant. Right? We are going to get the jute fiber from the stem of the jute plant. That is nothing but, stem is nothing but, if this is the plant, if this is the leaves, right, this will be the stem. We are going to get the jute fiber from this stem. Right? Now, in which conditions jute is going to be developed? If you remember, for the cotton is harvested in the black soil. It is harvested in the black soil as well as it is harvested in warm temperature, warm conditions. In the same manner, we will take the jute. Jute, it is cultivated. It is cultivated during rainy season in India. Jute is cultivated in India while during the rainy season. In the same manner, cotton can be cultivated in the what? It will be cultivated in the summer season. But in case of jute is going to be cultivated during the rainy seasons. Right? At the from October to December, in this climate, in these months, this is going to be cultivated, so that it requires more amount of water. Jute requires more amount of water for the purpose of the cultivation. So that when the amount of water will be more in India at the time of the rainy seasons. For that reason, jute is cultivated during the rainy seasons in India, as well as it is especially cultivated in the states of the Assam, West Bengal, and Bihar. Right? These are the states which is going to hide up jute in India. Those are nothing but Assam, West Bengal, and Bihar. Right? These are the states which is going to give maximum amount of jute to India. So that from that jute, they are going to get the jute stem. From that jute stem, we are going to make the jute fiber. Right? Now next. Now they are normally harvested in the flowering stage. Now when we are going to pluck those out for the purpose of the fiber, we know that they are cultivated largely amount in the Assam, West Bengal, and Bihar. And at what time we should take out them? What time we should harvest their plants, so that we are going to produce the fiber from those plants. Right? They are normally harvested in the flowering stage. At the point of the flowering stage, we are going to harvest those jute plants. In the same manner, if you take the cotton, we are going to harvest the cotton at the fruit stage. When the fruit becomes mature and it opens up, at that time cotton is going to be harvested. In the same manner, this jute is going to be harvested at the time of the flowering stage. That is nothing but initial stages of the maturity, or initial stages of the maturity of that jute plant. And this is all about the jute. how, where they are going to produce, how they are going to be harvested, what part of that jute plant is going to be taken for the purpose of the producing the jute fiber. We discussed those things. Right. Next, processing of the jute. How does the jute is converted into jute fiber, then into the yarn or to the thread? How it is processed? What are the different procedures we are going to follow for the process, for the purpose of the production of the jute fiber? Right. In this step, in the cotton fiber, there are 5 steps. In the same manner, here there are 3 steps. At the last, we are going to see about the weaving and knitting separately. Right. We are going to see about the conversion of the thread to the fabric or cloth in the next section with the weaving and knitting. Up to that point, you have to remember the steps. Right. Now, first step. There are 3 steps in the processing of the jute. First step is retting of the plant. First step is retting of the plant. Second step is stripping. Third step is washing and drying. Now, what we have to do in the retting of the plants? What is the purpose of the first step? First step is nothing but we have to put the plant into a water. Plant into water up to 10 to 15 days or more than that, those days. So that plant which is we are going to keep in the water, soaked in water. It should be soaked in the water. For that reason we are going to do the first step, that is nothing but the retting of the plant. While doing those things, the fiber which is present in the jute plant is going to get separated. The same manner other plant parts are going to be soaked and they are become smoother, so that we can easily separate the jute fiber from the jute plant. For that reason we are going to do the first step, that is nothing but the retting of the plant. Retting of the plant is nothing but after harvesting the jute plant. After harvesting the jute plant are retted. After harvesting the jute plants are retted. That is nothing but soaked. Retted is nothing but soaked. So that soaking of the plant. This procedure is known as soaking of the plant. Retted, soaked in water for 10 to 15 days. In water for 10 to 15 days or more. Retting softens the rest. Retting softens the rest of the stem tissue other than the fibers. If I take the example of the jute stem like this, jute, right? This jute stem or jute plant, we are going to retted, that is nothing but soaked in the water for the 10 to 15 days. 10 to 15 days or more. We have to keep it for 10 to 15 days and we have to wait. Why we have to wait? So that these jute plants should be completely soaked in the water. It should be completely soaked in the water, so that we are going to separate the tissue from the jute fiber. Right? After waiting for the 10 to 15 days or more, we are going to remove this, and when we check it, the other tissue which is present in the jute stem, right? Other tissue which is present in the jute stem, apart from the fiber, are become softened, they become smoother. And the fiber will remain same as it is. It is not going to change its structure or shape. What we have to do next? After that completion, when this fiber or this jute plant stem tissue becomes softened, what we have to do? We have to go for the next step. That is nothing but the second step. That is nothing but the stripping. In general, what stripping is nothing but removing. Stripping is nothing but removing. Removing of cloth is nothing but stripping. In the same manner, removing of the sugar, removing of the covering of the sugar cane is nothing but it is also the stripping of the sugar cane. In the same manner, stripping step is nothing but removal. What we are going to remove here? Stripping is nothing but the stalks are stripped to bring out the fibers. This is done by hand. Right? We have to stalks are nothing but these plant stems. Jute plant stems. What we have to do? We have to strip it out. We have to strip it out, everything, every tissue, so that the fiber which is present inside this tissue or this stem could be taken out. Should be taken out. For that reason, we are going to do the stripping. Why stripping? How does the stripping is done? Stripping is done by the hands only. Stripping is done by the hands. Is it easy to strip it out? Yes. Why? When we are keeping the jute plant for 10 to 15 days or 20 days, it is becoming softened. If it is becoming softened, it will be easy to strip it out. It is easy to strip it out the tissue which are present in this starch, and we are going to bring out the fiber which is present inside the fiber which is present inside this stem, so that we have separated the fiber from the jute plant. Now last step is nothing but washing and drying. Washing and drying. If I have taken out the fiber we have taken out the fiber and which will contain some impurities, right? Because of the tissues which are present in this plant, they may be the impurities and they will be problematic for the purpose of the sieving of that jute fiber into a yarn or thread, or for the purpose of the weaving and looming. So that what we have to do, at last we are going to wash and dry. We have to completely wash that fiber so that it doesn't contain any impurities. At last what we have to do, we have to dry it in presence of the sunlight. We have to dry it in presence of the sunlight so that we are going to get the fiber for the purpose of the weaving and knitting. Right? These are the steps we have to follow to take out the jute fiber for the purpose of the production of the jute cloth, fiber cloth. Right? What are those steps? We discussed about the processing steps of the jute plant. That is nothing but first step is the retting of the plant. That is nothing but the soaking of the plant stem into water for 10 to 15 days so that the tissue which is present in that stalk plant or that jute plant becomes softened, so that in the next step it will be easy for us to strip it out. Now next step is nothing but stripping. That is nothing but removal of the fiber from the jute plant. Right, in that step what we are going to do, we are going to strip the stalk. We are going to strip the stalk that is nothing but stem to bring out the fiber which is present. How it is done? It is done by the hands. We are going to, by using the hands, we are going to remove those things. At the last step what we have to do, washing and drying. Since if we know that these things, that nothing but jute fiber may contain the impurities. They may contain the impurities. For that purpose, what we have to do, we have to clean that jute fiber so that it will become clearer and cleaner, and it doesn't contain impurities. After that, what we have to do, we have to dry it. We have to dry it. These are the steps followed for the purpose of the processing of the jute plant, and these 5 steps are followed for the processing of the cotton fiber. These are 2 of the natural fibers. Now, what we have to do, we have to collect. You have to collect the different pictures of the processing of the cotton fibers as well as the processing of the jute fiber. You have to take the pictures from the internet and you have to stick those things and you have to write about the various steps, how it is done. Or else you can see the YouTube videos on the how does the processing of the cotton fiber is done. Along with that picture and seeing those videos, you can get to know that how the cotton fibers are processed for the purpose of the cotton fabrics as well as jute things for the purpose of the jute fiber. So that these are the everything about the processing of those cotton fiber and jute fiber. In the next class we are going to discuss about the yarn to fabric. That is nothing but how we are going to make a fabric from using the yarn. How we are going to stitch those things. How we are going to make arrangement of the yarn so that it becomes a fabric, which we are going to discuss in the next class. Up to that point, prepare well, do well, study well. We are going to see in the next class. Up to that point, thank you, take care, stay well, stay home.